how shitty my previous YouTube network, Maker Studios, was. I've just been released with my contract from Maker, and it took me over 2 years of constantly trying to stop them from auto-renewing my contract to do it. So today I just wanted to go over every shitty, shady, sketchy, sweaty, stinky thing Maker has done over the 5 years that I've been held down and smothered by their pussy-keggling contract. So I'll start from the beginning. The whole reason I ever got partnership on YouTube was to donate money to charity because I wanted to try and make a difference, and I wasn't struggling financially because I was living with my parents at the time, so I wasn't in danger of being homeless and having to eat Snickers bars out of strippers' assholes or anything like that. And then Maker came along and said, hey, we'll offer you this contract. It was a 60-40 split, and at the time that sounded great to me. I didn't realize that the standard, even to this day, is still a 90-10 or an 80-20 split in favor of the content creator. So immediately Maker took their first opportunity to blast my anus with a bad deal, because they knew I wasn't going to care too much about the financial side since I wasn't going to need it to be able to survive since I was just donating it. They knew I wasn't going to pay too much attention to it or do a lot of research into it. And that contract auto-renewed about 3 times and lasted over the course of 3 years, something like that. I eventually got a better contract from them. I think it went up to 70-30. I think that's the highest contract I ever had with Maker. And that's not the problem here. I still don't care about the contract splits or anything like that. But over the course of the 5 years, I've had 4 channel managers, all 4 of them have quit, and not once have they ever notified me that the channel manager was leaving or they were assigning me a new one. I just had no fucking idea. I was being left in the dark. I was like a little kid that their parents took to the supermarket and then the parents just fucking left them there. What are you supposed to do? I've never had any way of contacting Maker. Their support line does absolutely fucking nothing. And if you don't have your channel manager there to be that bridge, then you just have no way of getting in touch with Maker. And even the channel managers were fucking impossible to contact. I would send them a Skype message, hear nothing back for a week, send them another one, hear nothing back for another week, send them one more and they'd be like, oh, sorry, I was eating dinner. You eating a fucking Last Supper? What was that? Why did it take you 3 fucking weeks to eat dinner and respond to this message? Just absolutely abysmal communication between content creator and Maker. Another thing they blew dickhole at was getting the checks to me on time per month. It would sometimes take up to 3 months to get one check from Maker. I guess they just fucking folded the check into a paper airplane and threw it during a strong breeze and hoped it made it to me. And asking Maker's staff about where my check was the equivalent to asking my dog about it. They just didn't fucking answer me. Now the straw that really fucked the camel's asshole here, that really pissed me off about Maker Studios, was last year when my channel got disabled due to false copyright strikes. I could not contact Maker no matter what. I did everything possible to get in contact with them. I would have had an easier time trying to make first contact with aliens. Finally, against all the odds though, my channel manager replied to me and said, sorry, our hands are tied, there's absolutely nothing we can do, just wait till your channel gets re-enabled in 2 weeks. That made me fucking furious, because I knew they were false copyright strikes and it would take no effort for them to just get them removed. So the only person that was able to help me there was Ethan from H3H3, who put me in contact with a guy at Google who was like, oh wow, this is total bullshit, we're gonna take these away right away. Within 5 hours the channel was back up and running, something that Maker couldn't do over the course of a week, and then tell me that it couldn't do it all? Fuck you, Maker. Maker Studios is just so lazy, so unorganized, and just doesn't give a fuck about any of the people in their network. Now, over the course of the last year, I've placed 4 support tickets with Maker to not have my contract auto-renew itself, which I think is just a scummy business practice in and of itself. A contract shouldn't auto-renew. You should have to sign off on it each time it tries to renew. But regardless, whatever, that's how they do things. And all 4 of those support tickets have not been answered, except for the last one, which I'll touch on in a second. Now, during the course of these not getting responded to, I kept trying to get in touch with my channel manager, but when I would try and email him, it would say his email is disabled. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? I'm not getting support tickets responded to, and my channel manager has apparently been kidnapped by fucking Jack Bauer. So there's really not a whole lot I can do with Maker. So I went on Twitter and I posted about how fucking tired of Maker I was, and then almost immediately, well, immediately relatively speaking in Maker terms, 2 days later Maker responds saying, you will be free from your contract this coming February. So going to Twitter, making a big public hoopla about it is apparently the only way that Maker will at least acknowledge something's going on. So there's a lot more to talk about with Maker, but I don't want to make this video super long. I just want to let everyone out there know, do not